Bienvenidos a la estación número 1 de música tejana de Saginaw, Michigan. Tejano AM Radio. Solo por www.iheartradio.com. Presentándote las agrupaciones del momento como Tejano Sound Band, Junior Aldaco y The Midwest All Stars, Ivone y Fuego, Grupo Deseo de Toledo, Ohio y muchas agrupaciones más. Tejano AM Radio. Síguenos por iheartradio.com.
Heather's Hot Topics.
And we are here at Gil's in San Angelo, Texas. Come on, let's go.
Gil's restaurant has been in San Angelo for over 20 years. Today, we're going to try their food for the very first time and we're going to rate them on a scale from 0 to 10.
Hi, Heather. Hello.
Are you Stephanie or Renata?
Renata. Okay, cool.
Renata's our waitress.
She says she's the best server here.
As Renata fills me in on the specials, my bestie, Alex Nada, arrives and we are ready to grub. Hello. First a drink. Always need a cocktail.
Coconut.
And she doesn't know.
Strawberry liqueur. And
It's okay, Renata. We'll figure out the recipe. In the meantime, food.
favorite thing. What's your favorite?
So, usually my favorite thing in the menu are the burgers. The burgers good. And the fajitas as well.
At this point, Renata's super nervous, but she's being super sweet, and she's great at her job, so give her props. Oh, sorry, Alex.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna try the queso.
Okay. Oh.
I was trying to be cute here, but the chip was not cooperating.
Well,
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Why are you so obsessed with me?
Oh my god.
Girly. Because you're girly.
that's a big no.
That's what you tell people when they bother you.
Yes.
What do you have? Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about. You said big old salt. Chicken. Oh, yeah. Work it.
You need a shot in here.
Yeah.
Well, it's really good, very tasty, but it needs more liquor.
Oh my god.
Oh, she can't find her key.
I was the one that wanted to fight.
Of course, after a commentary of the room, rating the food, talking about sex, well, you know, we had a great time. Thank you, Gills.
Heather, you're fired.
I know. All in all, it was a pleasant visit. We loved the food. It was delicious. We got our grub on, that's for sure. And we had delicious drinks. Here is my rating of the food, the drinks, and the service. The drinks got a 7 out of 10, the food got a 10 out of 10, and the service got a 10 out of 10. Thank you, Gills.
Hi guys, it's Vicky V with Victoria's Promotions, and I would just like to thank all of y'all for tuning in and watching Heather's Hot Topics.
And now it's time for Cooking with Skye.
Hello, this is Cooking with Skye. Tonight I'm going to be making some yummy ground beef tostadas, and this is how I make it. Alrighty, to a hot pan you're going to need to add some oil. Not that much, especially if you're using a hamburger meat that has a higher fat content. You're not going to want to add too much oil because there will be plenty of oil and fat coming from the hamburger meat. Alrighty. Right into this pot, you're going to add about a pound of hamburger meat. Depending on how many people you're feeding, you can always add more. For me, I'm just going to be feeding myself and my man. So we have a half a pound of hamburger meat right there. My hamburger meat is a little bit of a higher fat content. But like I said, if you have something that has less fat, use oil to your discretion. Alrighty, so I have my meat mostly browned and I drained out most of the oil in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasonings. There. And I'm gonna add my adobo powder here. This has my salt, so I'm not gonna add any extra salt into this because this is gonna be salted enough. And I know you're wondering where the garlic and onion powder is. I am gonna add some onions in here. And then I'm also gonna add some garlic in here, so that's gonna take care of those flavors for me. And I'm gonna toss in my vegetables here. And I'm just gonna cook this mixture down until the vegetables are nice and soft. Alrighty, my veggies are softened a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some garlic, and I'm also gonna be turning the heat down to about medium. You're gonna wanna cook this until the garlic is super fragrant, which shouldn't be too long. You don't wanna burn your garlic though, because as everybody knows, it gets bitter. And then after this is done, I'll return and we can make our tostadas. Alrighty, now let's make our tostadas. I'm gonna put some meat on each of these. You could also do these with like black beans, or if you're a vegetarian, or chicken even, or anything you really want to put, you can put on these. They're very simple and very easy to make, and that's one of my favorite things to make as well. I make it quite often. So that's one of the things I decided to make it today for you. Nothing too exciting, something very simple. I'm putting some cheese on here. Love cheese on these. We used to make these all the time when I was little. Now I'm going to put some angel hair cabbage on here. Like I said, you could also put lettuce if you want lettuce. I prefer the angel hair cabbage personally. Just some tomato. And then I'm also going to top it off with some crema. And there you have it. These are the tostadas. So good. So simple to make. Not very pretty, but delicious. Thank you for watching Cooking with Skye, and back to you, Heather.
Muy buenas tardes, Julian's Party Mix. Tú me la pides y yo te la pongo. Tu música favorita, that's right, mi gente. Inviting you to tune in to Heather Hot Topics, baby. Heather Hot Topics.
What's up, guys? Jon Zachariah here for more learning and teaching you your first cocktail. Something springy, something spritzery, something that's going to taste good, something that's easy to make. You're going to have 3 spirits here. This one is a Belvedere vodka. We do have a Prosecco. It does call for either champagne or Prosecco, and a St. Germain's elderflower liqueur. So first, and we learned our glassware last week, so because it's a spritzer, we're going to be using a wine glass. Good job. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pour our shot of vodka. Now you don't have to have use Belvedere. You don't have to use a certain type of vodka. If you have a preference, use that. This recipe is coming from the Philly area, so he chose this. So you can add a shot and a half, whatever you feel. Today, we're at the beach, so we're gonna have that. So now what we're gonna do is gonna add the St. Germain's liqueur. I will say that St. Germain's is kind of sweet, but you're gonna do even portions, so you don't have to. Once you taste the St. Germain's, I'm gonna do a little bit less than a shot. And you never, ever, ever shake champagne or Prosecco because you will have an explosion. It also calls for fresh squeezed limes. I didn't want to film all that because that was long and tedious. But fresh lime juice. Again, even portions, you guys. This cocktail cup, little pour, has come from Amazon. You can get one anywhere you choose. And now, let's shake. Oh, yeah. Take it so your hands are about to fall off. And also because it's going to be a single pour, you can strain it or you can use a little with here. So what we're going to do Like I said, because it is a spritzer, we are going to add some ice, Prosecco, and pour it in. We've got our glass. We're going to pour. Because it is citrusy, we're going to pour. And then we will top it off with the Prosecco. Like I said, you don't have to use Prosecco, you can just use champagne. You can add some flowers, you can add some pretty little edible arrangements here. You can add a fruit, you can add a cherry, something that's going to be like this. But perfect cocktail for smoke. Cocktail.
Hola, mi público lindo y querido. It's your girl, Hazel Rose, one of South Texas's finest mariachi vocalists, and you are watching Heather's Hot Topics.
Siempre he sido una mala influencia. La oveja negra. La mala hierba. Poco conseguí fijar tu atención en mí. ¿A qué esperas? Por favor, ven aquí. Algo noto raro estás. De mí te han hablado mal. Y es que nunca entenderán a una mujer de verdad. Total, que soy mala hierba. Que tras de mí no dejé piedra sobre piedra. Ven, atrévete. Y quizás tengan razón, que me puede el corazón. Si vas tras de algo especial, no te arrepentirás. Dicen que soy un desastre total, que soy mala hierba. Mala hierba. Detrás de mí no dejé piedra sobre piedra. Dicen que soy un desastre total, que soy mala hierba. Dicen y dicen y dicen. Detrás de mí no dejé piedra sobre piedra. Ven, atrévete.
Oh, that's interesting. Your lifelines. It's like they've intersected before. You've walked in each other's path. Oh, strange.
Really?
You learned a lesson. A lesson that may serve you again. Okay, that's enough.
Thank you.
Let's go. Bye. Did you feel that? I think it's just all in our heads.
Oh my god!
What was that? Oh, no, not again.
What's happening?
It's
Who's in my body?
It's okay. It's me, Harp. It's Mom.
Wait, what? If you're me and I'm you, then who is that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
My face looks like a Birkin bag that's been left out in the sun to rot.
How do we fix this? Last time, we convinced everyone that we were each other. Until we switched back. Oh, girls, that doesn't work. Ow, ow.
I think I just peed a little. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for you to make your sexy grand entrance.
Sexy grand entrance.
Oh, like that.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
Hello everybody, how are you today? I'm so excited to be here because I have some really great information to share with you guys. I'm going to show you guys some simple things that you can use to enhance your look. So as you can see, I already have my foundation on. I have one brow already done. So that's the biggest thing that I get from people is how to do your brows. Accentuating your eyes and your brows are going to be the biggest thing because that's what people are going to see. Especially if you wear glasses, it's very important that you are accentuating your brows and your cheekbones, because if you wear glasses, people can't see this area, right? So we have to enhance and give them something to look at. So I use many different things. I'll use brow gels sometimes, but today I want to show you the easiest way is with these two different things with the brows, okay? So you have to know how to map out your brow first. So I always use my nose as a guide, okay? So that's where my brow needs to end, is right in this area, right in here. Now, if you're on here and you struggle with your brows, make sure you comment below, because I know I'm not the only one who was on the struggle bus here. So this is where the tippy top is going to be, okay? You literally use your nose to carve out so many things, okay? So many things. And so that's where it ends. So you have do, and do. Now, I know I'm not the only person who has done Lisa Frank. Like, I grew up using Lisa Frank all the time. So basically, we're gonna paint by numbers right now, okay? So you're just gonna take that brow pencil and you're gonna lightly connect it to that top line there. And all I'm doing is connecting this below, okay? I'm not creating these hard lines. I'm just lightly connecting that end to that point right there so it looks symmetrical, okay? And then this is the great part now. I see a lot of people who hold their pencil like a regular pencil. You want to hold it as light as you can. It's kind of like when you're holding a brush, you want to hold it as far away as you can unless you're really trying to harshly apply a shadow. You want to do it as light as possible, okay? Unless you're packing on a lot of color, okay? So hold that brush as best as you can. Now, I like how this kind of has a spoolie on it, so it helps me. Now, I like to start out towards the outside of my brow because I tend to have the most pressure when I first start is in this area, okay? And so you can kind of get a little bit used to where you're going or what you're doing, okay? So what's nice is this pencil, if you are mature skinned, even younger girls, if you struggle with kind of naked areas, sparse areas, this is going to be great for you because you can just do these hair-like strokes, okay? Just hair-like strokes. So we're just going in and we're just hair-like stroking this. Okay, now if you struggle with your brows, make sure you comment below because I know for sure. Hi Mary, how are you? Okay, so I'm just lightly tapping that brow. Okay, so basically we've just finished our brows by painting by numbers, okay? So all I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take that and I'm just going to, now if you look here, I have some areas right in here that are sparse. Okay, this was COVID brows. I thought it would be cool to do my own brows, and then yeah, I don't recommend it. Okay, now some of you are like, I don't need to do my brows. Like, I don't need to do them. If you have to just tame your brow, you can use a darker one, or if you're fair skinned, you can use a lighter one. You can also use a clear, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I don't need to tame them, but I like to freeze them. So people use them as well to freeze them. So if you struggle with like going outside and you're sweating in the summertime, these not only have like fiber-like hairs in them, and it freezes those brows, but it also kind of gives you that illuminated look, you know, that people are going for right now, that they pay big bucks for. And it kind of looks like you got them tinted and illuminated. Okay, so that is like the biggest thing that I can tell you that'll accentuate your look is getting that brow down to business. Because again, like I said, we wear masks in some places, so accentuating those eyes is going to be perfect. And the best thing that you can do to lift your face up, give yourself a natural facelift, is your brows. That's the number one thing. It makes a huge difference. And especially if you wear glasses, people can't see in this area, so you need something that gives you symmetry in your face. Okay, so the number one thing is brows. The second thing is concealer. Now, you don't have to use a lot of concealer. Okay, I'm not asking you guys to like to cake on any concealer or anything like that. So what I want you guys to do is just take a lighter concealer, just a little bit. You don't need tons. I'm trying to find my brush that I want, and I'm like having a hard time finding my brush. But I like to use a flat concealer brush if I can find it. I know it's in here somewhere. I'm just gonna use my middle finger here, okay? So I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna apply that concealer right in here, okay? And then I'm just gonna apply that concealer right in here. Now, I don't use a lot of concealer, and I don't recommend anybody using a lot of concealer, even the younger girls, because we get the creasing going on, right? So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna use that finger, and I'm using a creamy concealer, so I'm actually warming up that concealer with my finger, okay? So what this is doing is it's creating lifting, which is going to accentuate your look. Now, look how different my face looks just by putting just my finger into a dab of concealer. And I just put it right in this area and a little in this area, and I'm using my finger to warm up that cream, okay? That's all I've done, and I barely tapped. But look at the difference that a little bit of concealer can make. So this will keep your eyes looking lifted and less tired, but also using less is going to create less creasing, which that's what we want, right? We want less creasing. So like I said, you want to apply the concealer just in this area and right in here, okay? And you're using your finger to pat that in because your body heat from the cream is going to just blend all that in. Now, if you feel like, oh my gosh, like it looks kind of choppy in the corners of my eyes, you can always just kind of go in and blend that. Now we're going to do a little bit more blending, so don't be nervous, don't be alarmed, okay? Because I'm going to show you guys some stuff. Now, as you see, I already have bronzer on, okay? Now, bronzer to me is kind of like second best. It's not as important as this next step. So number 3 is blush, okay? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, blush is so awesome because it can completely change your skin around. Now, I have a new technique that I've been working on. It's called underpainting. So I hardly wear any foundation. I have hardly any foundation on my skin. Now, you see how it's so glowy? I actually have an illuminating glow drop on my face. Because as mature skin people, the more dewier our skin looks, the healthier it looks. So that's kind of where a lot of people struggle is they're like, I need to use matte. Well, matte accentuates our wrinkles. We don't want to do that, right? We want our skin to look hydrated. We want it to look glowing. We want it to look kind of sun-kissed, and that's kind of what I've been doing. But I'm going to use a little bit of this gorgeous blush right in here. Now, just remember, it's easier to add than it is to take off, right? So I barely tap my brush into the blush, okay? And then I'm going to just put my finger in here, but I want to go up, okay? I want to go up. Now, do you see the difference that just a little bit of blush can do for your face? Okay, so it gives it a more lifted look, right? So all these tricks that I'm showing you pretty much give you some sort of lifting on your face, which is really important because we don't want to look like our face is dragging down. So it used to be that they used to give us to put our bronzer and blush this way. I apply it this direction because everything that I want it to go up. I don't want to look any older than I already look, right? And so now the new fad is to put a little bit of blush into the nose. I don't put tons in there, but as you can see, just a little bit of blush goes a long, long way. Okay, now for mature skin, I don't recommend like a glittery look. This is a dewy look, okay? So I'm not wearing any glitter, I'm wearing dewy. Try to stay with matte shadows, matte blushes, that kind of thing. I'm using more dewy colors right now, okay? So we're gonna move on to the last one. I missed a spot right in here of foundation. You guys are supposed to be telling me this stuff, golly. What use are you? What use are you? Okay, so the last thing is kind of what I talked about a little bit before, and it's making your skin look dewy. Okay, so a lot of people stray away from this because they're oily skinned, and that's a huge misconception because actually oily skinned individuals should be using some sort of oil on their skin, but oily skin can use an illuminating drop. Don't be scared of it. It's nothing to be scared of. But what's going to take your look to the next level is kind of adding some of this to your shadow. So you can just take it and pop it right here in the corner. Okay, you can use a blender if you want to. I like to use a brush, and I'm barely tapping into that color. Okay, because I just want it to brighten. I just want it to brighten into the lid. Okay. Now I'll show you how you can do it with a blender. If I can find one of my baby blenders in here. I don't know where all my baby blenders are. Oh, here we go. So this is a baby blender that I like to use. You can also just take it and you can just pat it in there. Okay. However you see fit. I like to take the blender and I like to take it on this side. And I just like to apply it on the nose. And a little bit right there. You can see that I already put some on my face before I put my foundation, which I love to do. And then we're going to put a little bit right in here. Okay. And I just kind of flip that over. You see how it just kind of illuminates in that area. Now, some people use their finger. You definitely can do that if you want to. I don't really like to use my finger on my face because I like to try to avoid any type of possibility of creating a breakout. We have oils on our hands, so the more we touch our face, the more possibility we could be creating oil or bacteria. So I like to stay away from it. I like to stay away from that. So as you can see, just a little bit of this illuminator, applying it into the inner corner is really going to set yourself up for really healthy looking skin. Now, the last thing is go bold and get yourself a really pretty color. Now, you're probably like, oh my God, Crystal, I'm not gonna do that. Like, that's scary, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes, it can be scary. But how many of you would cringe at the sight of this color? Most people would cringe, one of my hairs, cringe at the sight of this color. Hi, Judy. But you can mix it. Okay, you can mix stuff. And that's what's great, is you can mix colors and it tones it down. So if you ever thought about taking different colors and combining them together, okay? So I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna just putting that. I'm so sloppy when it comes to putting on my lips. I'm so sloppy, it's not even funny. So I'm gonna just take my brush right in here. Okay. Now, we are going to put on a lip gloss over the top of it. So I'm just gonna use this lighter lip gloss, and it's gonna help. I think I like a little sequin. Oh, one of the little diamonds I knocked off there. Oh well. Okay. This is a cute color for spring. Like, absolutely love this color. It's one of my favorite colors, but people get so scared of the fuchsia color, like the hot pink colors. Like, oh my God, I can't wear hot pink. And then you always just want to make sure you're setting your face, right? You don't want that stuff going anywhere. So those are my 5 tips on how to just kind of create a more accentuated look by easy steps. And you probably have these things around the house. You can mix some colors. You got your brow products. Maybe you can use like a highlighter, illuminator. maybe doing more of blush than you normally would to kind of add a little bit of extra pop. So these are just really, really great, really great steps. So if you struggle with kind of enhancing your look, drop a fire emoji below and I'll send you a step-by-step guide of what I actually did today for my brows. I'll send you a diagram if you struggle with your brows. I'll get you that information for free, no problem. So I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hola, I'm Gigi, La Chicana Guerrero, creator and host of Hitas y Desveladas, founder and president of the Tejano Music Legacy Foundation, music publisher of Hoogieman Music, and CHR recording artist. I want to thank you for tuning in to Heather's Hot Topics. Have fun!
Hola, ¿y qué tal? Gracias por ver Heather's Hot Topic. Y yo gané.
Oh, you had your family, God had plans, and we were meant to be. 'Cause love turns out that you're all I needed. We're here together, life turned out just fine. You're my shooting star, here we are. Love's not impossible, just hidden.
Aloha mi gente, it's your girl Chrissy E. And I want to thank everyone for listening to my songs, Bailaremos Pronto, on Tejano AM Radio, your número uno for Tejanos.
Canta esta canción pa' sonreír, baby.
Yo te necesito, tú me necesitas, te vas a quedar conmigo y yo te quiero mucho, mucho, baby. Y tú lo sabes, sabes que yo soy la única en tu vida, que te amo después de tanto tiempo, quiero estar contigo, baby. Aunque nuestra vida ha sido complicada, solo canta esta canción pa' sonreír, baby. Making music, simple love song. After how long, baby, finally making music, simple love
Hey everyone, welcome to Heather's Hot Topics. Please give a warm welcome to the Hawaiian Tejano Queen, Chrissy E.
Aloha! Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited to have you. You know that I am a huge fan, and I'm not just saying that because we're friends. I really am a huge fan, and so I'm so excited for you to be here and to talk to us and to tell us about your new projects and everything that you got going on. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself? How did you get started in music?
So, of course, like everybody says, right? They started since they were little. But I been singing professionally for 3 years. It all started when my dad built a picnic table. He built a picnic table, and I would use that as my stage. I would. What inspired me was seeing like Star Search, seeing Domingo Live, Johnny Canales, Sábado Gigante. Do you remember that?
Yes, Sábado Gigante, of course, Johnny Canales, you know, and Star Search, that one was
Yes.
like they canceled it for a little bit and then it came back again.
Mhm.
And I remember just being like, I want to go on there, but I was never brave enough to do that.
Yes. So all of that gave me an inspiration growing up. And then, of course, like I said, I would use the picnic table as my stage, and I would imagine, me singing. And I never thought in a million years that I would be here as a Tejano artist today. But yeah, that's how I started.
And isn't that so cool that we all kind of, our first stage is always something, like you said, a picnic table that your dad built, and that must have been so special, knowing that he put his energy and hard work into making, your stage. That's probably what he made it for.
So every time I'd be out there singing, I used to have like either like the remote control or the brush, and I'd be singing. He was outside cleaning and stuff like that, and I think he saw like potential in me because every time, those shows would pop up, he would call me inside and sit me in front of the TV, and he would always ask me if I wanted to be, a part of that, like if I wanted to start a band or, if I wanted to be on the Domingo Live, I wanted to be in Johnny Canales, but I was, so I would tell him no.
I think it takes a lot of guts to do that, and the kids that do that, they're so brave, and I remember watching Britney Spears on Star Search, and Christina Aguilera, I believe Justin Timberlake was on there.
Yes.
And so did you ever try out for like American Idol or anything like that?
Did so it wasn't like it wasn't the judges, it was the crew. They were looking for for singers.
Yeah.
They came to Corpus one time and they had like a little search for American Idol. And I remember going, they had it like it was a cable company called Grande back then. And I went, I was really nervous. They gave me 3 chances to sing. And I sang a country song, because that's mine. I was still really young and I was scared, and shy at the time still. And the moment I started singing, I forgot the words to the song. And I was like, oh my word, like, I went blank and I couldn't. And so the guy goes, we're going to give you another chance. I was like, okay. And I started all over again. And again, I just went blank. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to sing. Like nothing else came to mind, So after that, they were gonna tell me, okay, next, but somebody in the audience was like, give her another chance. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So then they gave me one more chance and I still didn't get it.
Oh my God. That is so crazy because the nerves they get to you. And that's happened to me so many times. It was so embarrassing was when I sang the national anthem at a baseball game.
Yes.
And I messed up the words. I repeated something like, yeah, and then I got confused and I was like, oh God. And so then I just kind of like finished it and the guy called me and he was like, yeah, we're not going to be able to have you sing it anymore. I got fired. It was so embarrassing.
Twice.
That happened to you twice? Oh my God. Well, now I have my recorded version of it. Mm-hmm. And if I have to do like an outside event where I sing that song, a lot of times the microphone sounds like crap because of the wind.
Yes.
So my little trick is you turn the mic down, sing it with your recording, and you give the people the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. It all depends, like you said, on the microphones. Like there's the good quality microphones that it transfers your voice really good, right? And then microphones that they use like for karaoke where it kind of echoes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I have I tried so many mics. I have a whole bunch of mics all around the house, to be honest with you. And then
you did so good on your recordings. Like your voice it's so clear and it's powerful and it's soft all at the same time. And I think that's what people really like about your music, and is that you're so versatile. Like you can sing pop, you can sing cumbias, you can sing rancheras, the whole Hawaiian vibe that you've got going on with your music, and that's kind of like your trademark.
You can sing anything, right?
What'd you say?
I said you too. You can sing anything. You're transversal too.
Yes, we are. What do you call multi-genre?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Singer, and that's really fun. It's not something everybody can do, and so when you can sing many genres well, I mean that's a gift.
It is, and we're very. We're gonna make history.
We are. We're gonna make history, and I can't wait to work with you. I know I've kind of already spilled the beans because I'm so excited about it. I keep telling everybody it's gonna be me and Chrissy and 2 others that I'm not gonna tell y'all who it is yet.
I know. Let it be a surprise until.
But we've definitely got a storyline.
Yes, we do.
Based on true events in the Tejano industry.
It happens, and it's better when it's true, right? Like the storyline. So I'm excited.
They say, when you write from something that you've been through, or that somebody that if they've been through something like that the song really connects to people. And so I'm excited to write the song for us to be able to sing it, and then you're going to be in charge of the video. We'll make the video awesome, because I want people to really enjoy this project. So I can't wait for that. But can you tell us about your new project that you've got going?
Yes, actually, so I just finished recording my new song, which is called Ya No Pierdes Más Tu Tiempo, and that'll be in all digital. It'll drop on April 13th. So I got that going, and then we're gonna start working on 2 more new music videos for my songs Bailaremos Pronto and Te Ego Me Olvido, because I think adding the music video is a lot better, so that people can see and understand the music, the song to the words better, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's gonna.
Well, I want to be in one of them.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna film both of them in San Antonio. So.
Okay. Cool.
And then, of course, after that, for my new single, we're gonna start working on, making a new, also a video with that as well. So it's gonna be fun.
You have 3 new music videos that are coming out soon.
I do, and then manager, which is my husband, he wants me to record at least another 2 or 3 songs so that I can complete my album.
Yeah. So, well, if anybody out there wants to send Chrissy a song, and she can sift through them, and if she likes it, maybe you'll have that beautiful voice singing your song. You never know.
So, yeah, I've been getting.
I think as a songwriter, I would be honored for somebody as with a voice as beautiful as yours to sing one of my songs. I would be honored.
Sing one of my songs too.
I'm gonna add it to my performance. Like when I perform, I'm gonna bring songs that my home, from my friends in the industry. I would love to be able to cover, Bailaremos Pronto, or even Gigi's song Me Voy a Casar. I love that song, so I would love to include some of y'all's music in my set list.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about the process of recording that song?
So when I go into the recording studio, I normally take takes. It takes a long time, right, to do a song, especially pronounce the words right. You have to have the pronunciation correct, because people will criticize you on that, and you have to make sure, you have the range of your voice, perfect, right? So that the engineer won't have to do a lot of things to your voice, or when they do the mixing and mastering, it won't take long. So I went in there, and my engineer wanted to know if it was if I had practiced it, if I knew it, and I did, But him and my husband teamed up, and they were kind of nitpicking on me, and they got me so upset. So that's why the voice came out a little bit more stronger, because I was upset during the time that I was recording it.
It sounds so good. When I heard the sneak peek, I was like, this is going to be a hit. It's going to be another hit, because it's different from what you've done before.
It's and it's more of the Tejano, like more Tejano-ish. People can dance to it. I mean, all my songs are great. I love all my songs. So they're all cumbias, and I have, of course, one ranchera, Te Llegó Mi Olvido. But this one is more like it has like that 80s feel, like almost like a, back when, like I remember growing up listening to Jimmy Gonzalez, Selena songs back in the 80s and early 90s when she started. Not a lot of, I came across a lot of music of hers back in the day, and they have that little tune, because it's, back in the day, in the 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love vintage Selena, for sure. Yeah. Were you already familiar with her her older music like that? Or did you just recently discover it and realize that you have a similarity with the way you sound?
I've seen here and there, like that one. There was one that I was dancing in the recording studio, and it's a Selena cover. And nobody's heard it, I guess, because they were asking me if that was my song. And I was like, no, this song. And I found it. I came across it on it. I just put on Google. I Googled Selena's music in the 80s and early 90s, and that popped up, and it's called Amarte. It's a beautiful song, and look for it. That's a beautiful song, and it was when she was younger, and I mean, I'm honored, they were like, oh my God, is that you singing it? I was like, no, that's Selena. I just put the cover because my song isn't out yet, And,
right. Yeah. You have to be careful. You don't want somebody to, steal the song or leak it, or, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So to me, I think that's so cool that people are kind of comparing you to younger Selena. And
I also got Laura Canales. Never really heard her songs. I know she was a great Tejano artist as well. And I know the legend as well. And they told me that I sound like Laura Canales in this specific song.
I'm gonna have to go and listen to her music now because
I'm
not hearing music.
I was like, wow, her music is awesome. And it's almost as if I want to remake some of her, like do cover songs on her music now. And she has great music. So I would suggest, to go ahead and look her up and listen to her music. It's great music.
For sure. Oh, all of us, we need to go and check out Laura Canales. We got to get educated on the pioneers of the women, especially.
Us 80s babies growing up in the 90s. Like we missed all of that. You know what I mean?
We did.
My era was when Britney Spears was around, Christina Aguilera, Grupo Intocable was coming in, La Mafia.
Did you like the Cumbia Kings? Were you into them?
Yes, I was into them too. Yes,
Me too. And we went to their concert here in San Angelo, and it was so fun. We were all in love with we all picked all my friends that went. We were like, okay, that's my boyfriend. No, that's my we were all picking our boyfriend out of all of them.
New Kids on the Block.
Oh my God, yes. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Yes.
That was our era. Us 80s babies, we really got a good deal because we got exposed to the music was so good at that time, and I think that's cool that we kind of bring a little bit of the 90s vibe with some of the stuff that we're doing. I know that my music is very 90s inspired.
Pop. It brings back nostalgia.
It brings you back. It takes you time. It takes you to a time when things were simpler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this new song, it's bringing back a nostalgia as growing up. When all of us used to get together for parties and they would listen to Tejano music and just chill.
Yeah. The barbecues, I remember us having barbecues with the family, and we would have my uncle always had Tejano music blaring, and so that's why I got into it.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So that's why when I sang it and then they put he did the instruments, I was like, wow, that sounds great. It brought back nostalgia growing up. I said, I hope everybody enjoys it. I can't wait for the feedback of the fans, and the people. So yeah.
Well, I want you to introduce the song to Heather's Hot Topics viewers, and we're gonna give them a little sneak peek.
Yes. So this is my new single called Ya no pierdes más tu tiempo, which basically is don't waste your time, or don't waste your time, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Ya no-
don't waste time anymore.
Él me trata con cariño y los sabor de sus besos y a los tuyos ya borró. Y ya no pierdas más tu tiempo y ya lo nuestro terminó. Me cansé de tus maltratos, tus desprecios, tus mentiras, eso no merezco yo.
And this song was written by
Beto Ramon.
Beto Ramon, and you record,
Independent artists. However, I record out of Freddie.
and so I'm guessing that comes with like the producer and everybody who would, be
Yeah.
a part of making the song. Okay, cool. That's the cool thing about being an independent artist.
You can do anything.
Yeah. How's the dynamic of having your husband as a manager?
Well, I always fire him and rehire him.
I love that. He's fired every day.
And then I tell him, okay, I'm sorry, you're hired again. There was one time, yeah, I said to him, I said, you're fired. So then I needed to go to San Antonio for a gig. And he's like, I don't know how you're going to get there. I said, it's okay, I'll call an Uber. And so then after that, he was like, what? I was like, yeah, I got ways to get there. Hello. You're not the only one that...
That's too. I know. Are y'all pretty good at leaving it at work and then just not taking it into your family life?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all good at keeping it separate?
Sometimes it's like when I tell him, okay, you're fired, we're just for that little bit, we're disputing. And it's something over little small stuff, and like he was complaining because when I go out of town to do my gigs, I take a lot of clothes.
Right.
I take a lot of my shoes because I don't know which ones I'm gonna wear. You know what I mean? And anything.
You have options.
I have a what is it called? One of those malfunction. Something could pop up or anything. So I'm over here all these clothes, and I have my shoes and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, you have so much clothes. Why are you taking all of this? And I'm like, well, then I won't do the gig. So that's what.
Yeah, you have to have options. You have to have multiple outfits.
Yes.
And in my case, multiple wigs, hair. Me, I'm like, put all the wigs, put all the outfits, and we'll see how I feel that day, whatever I'm vibing with. That's why sometimes I wear like a platinum blonde, with the red in the hair, the pink and all that. Sometimes I have purple hair, but it just depends on the vibe that I'm feeling that day. So I have to have options. We have to have options.
And I a whole bunch of shoes, and then sometimes I end up wearing the same shoes, and I took all these other shoes, and I'm like, why did I bring all these shoes?
It's like, these are comfortable. I can dance in these.
And that's why he gets upset.
Your style is always. I like how you change it up a lot. Like you'll do your Hawaiian inspired outfits, and then sometimes you're all blinged out, and you're looking like Beyonce and stuff.
I try to combine the two cultures however I can. Not only through my music, but the way I present myself.
Right.
If I'm dressed like if I dress like a cowboyish kind of, I'll put my little Hawaiian crown, and vice versa. If I'm dressed, I put a little cowboy hat. I kind of mix the two cultures because
right.
That's the music that I'm bringing, so I have to represent.
Out of all your songs, which one is your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
I do actually. Adita is one of my favorites. It's easy to sing, and it's like something it's a tune that will stay in your head over and over, and it's replaying in my mind all the time.
Yeah, it's addicting. Just like the song is called. Well, okay, so I heard you were going to be performing. Is it? You're going to be performing in Houston, right?
Actually, I have an interview with S. Hopefully I say it right. SCP, I think. Right?
Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, there.
I'm hoping if when I get there, or somebody will invite me to I'll do a gig. That will I'll already be there. So I want to go check out their venues and stuff like that, and kind of get me going that way as well.
You should, because Houston is so um it's so much culture there. I used to live in Houston,
Really?
and oh my god, I loved it. If I could, I would move back, but I'm hoping to move to San Antonio next year. But yeah, Houston would love you, bro. I mean, if you performed there, they have an appreciation for talent, and they
Yes.
know, and you're amazing. So I know that they'll love you. So I'm hoping you get the opportunity to perform there.
Yes, I'm hoping too. So anybody in the Houston area, if you want to check out Chrissy E Music, I mean, it'll be great, for all of us.
Yeah. And where can everybody find you on social media? If people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
So I have, of course, I have all social medias: Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I haven't gotten on my Snap in a long time, so I don't know. I don't even think it's. I lost my password, to be honest with you. So if you go to my Chrissy E page on my Facebook, which I need followers.
Yeah, I'll follow Chrissy.
Yes. Their information is on there, so that has my email to get a hold of us, and it has my husband's, which is my manager, his phone number. To us if they want to book us for any kind of gigs. I am, however,
Are available. You're available for gigs right now, right?
Yes, I am. I'm looking for a band. We're trying to put together a band. It's a lot more better, more entertainment. I mean, I love doing tracks. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
The band, it's a lot better because I get to kind of rest in between. Like as they're playing their instruments. Because with a track, you have to continue going, because it's the instrumental is a little bit, I don't know, faster. I can
It's
say
faster, and when you're singing live with a band, they can kind of feel you out.
Yes, that's why I'm looking for a band. So if interested, I need an accordion player, a pianist, guitar, you name it, drums.
Yeah, bass. You need all that, and so if anybody out there, especially if you live in the Corpus Christi area, and you want to be a part of something amazing, get a hold of Chrissy and start your musical journey. I mean, this is the thing, is that we're in this together, you know what I mean? And it would be amazing to see you up there with a band because your music is so lively, and then you got the dancers. You're one of the first ones. I think you're like probably one of the first ones that I saw with backup dancers. The last time they really did that was Selena back in the you know in the
Yeah.
80s. When she did that Enamorada de Ti at the Tejano Music Award.
Yes. Yeah, I have my backup dancers, and they're willing to go with me, wherever I go. But I mean, is the venue willing to pay? That's another thing about.
That's true. Yeah, that's one of the things, unfortunately in this industry, it can be hard, and but I think that you're doing so good, and I think that people love your music. I can tell that. I know that your music is going to be it's gonna be big, and people are gonna be able to relate to your music because it's so relatable. The love songs, just
For
feeling
everybody.
good. Yeah, and all ages.
Yeah.
And you're exposing people in Hawaii to Tejano music.
Yes.
Sorry?
I was invited to go to the Philippines. To do
Yeah. Yes. That's
and
amazing.
but again, that's like a financial. You have to have the budget. To get there.
Yeah. Traveling is expensive.
It is.
No,
Yeah.
it's true. That's amazing that you're reaching, audiences all over the world, you know, and that's the cool thing about having your music on these digital platforms, that anybody can hear and discover Chrissy E.
Yes.
What's that?
Have you ever had mochi?
No.
What
What
is
is that?
mochi? Mochi.
Mochi?
Mochi.
What kind of
It's
food is
like a Chinese or
Oh,
Japanese. It's
and
ice cream, Jazz. Let's try this.
yeah.
Mmm.
Right?
That's tasty.
I'm gonna have to try it. And I have a taste testing that I have to do after this because my sister Skye made some delicious tostadas, ground beef tostadas with all the goodies on top. So I'm gonna try that here in a little bit. But I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you being patient with me and me trying to get it together. You're my very first interview, and I appreciate it. And I wish you all the best in your career and in just in life. I wish you all the happiness and the blessings because you are one of the sweetest people, one of the most humble people that I've ever met. And you know, I think that you're gonna go far, and I can't wait to see everything that life has in store for you.
Yes, both of us. We're gonna go forward. Like I said, we're gonna make history.
I agree. Well, thank you so much, Chrissy. I hope that you'll be back soon. And you guys don't forget to follow her on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram. Her music is all on all digital platforms, so you can listen to her music 24/7. And her new single will be out very soon, April 13th. So
Right.
please check that out. And we'll see y'all next time.
And it's aloha means hello and goodbye.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Chrissy. We'll see you soon.
Hasta luego.
Hi everyone, it's Maria Linda Mabry. I just wanted to stop by to thank all of you for watching Heather's Hot Topics. Thank you so much.
Monster Studios and Savvy Injectables. I just wanted to go on here briefly and thank each and every one of you for going and watching and listening to Heather's Topics. Y'all have a great day.
Como que no me quería decir que ya no quería estar conmigo. Y yo también estaba como, pues, ¿qué va a pasar? Quiero saber. ¿Vamos a estar juntos? ¿Me vas a votar? ¿Qué va a pasar? So I wrote the song thinking about Welcome to Heather's Hot Horoscopes. That's right, hot off the press. Just for you. The universe sent them just for you, baby. Let's dive into today's cosmic insights. Aries, expect a boost of energy today. Take advantage of the momentum and tackle pending tasks. Make progress on all your projects. Taurus, today focus on nurturing your close relationships, whether it's your friends or your family. Listen actively, show empathy, and cultivate those beautiful relationships that will last you a lifetime. Gemini, expect extra mental clarity today. Take advantage of that sharpness and learn something new or tackle a complex situation that you've been dealing with. Cancer, prioritize self-care today. Yes, darling. Meditate, go to the spa, just take care of yourself. Do the things that make you feel like you. Leo, expect the spotlight today. It's going to be all about you, and you love it, don't you? Whether it's public recognition or a personal achievement, bask in the admiration. Virgos, focus on refining your skills and perfecting your craft today. Don't be afraid to ask questions or get feedback. Feedback, oh. Libra, cultivate balance and harmony in all of your relationships today. Remember to listen actively, show empathy, and always communicate. Scorpios, trust your gut. Tap into your intuition. Don't be afraid to try something new. Sagittarius, get ready for a day of exploration and adventure. Whether it be a physical journey or a mental one, just be open to a new experience. Capricorn, focus on building stability and security. Make smart financial decisions. Make sure you prioritize those long-term goals, baby. Pisces, tap into your creativity. Do something new and let your imagination run wild. That's it for today's horoscopes here on Heather's Hot Topics. We'll see you next time.
Mi corazón late por ti, mi vida. Sabes que el amor es como el viento. Con cada respiro quiero sentir tu aliento. Eres mi sol, mi calma y mi risa.
Hey, what's up? This is J-Num. I just want to hop on here and congratulate my friend Heather on her success on all her music and her new upcoming projects. And don't forget to share, like, and watch Heather's Hot Topics.
Chicano hasta la muerte, con México en la sangre. Nunca me he esperado que me llegue buena suerte. Trabajando duro con el sudor de mi frente. Cañón, tengo orgullo de mi gente. Siempre en el trabajo laborando.
Love you, baby, I want you, baby, I need you here to me. Baby, come close, don't be afraid. I wanna love you, I won't hurt you.
No vale la pena lo que tú me quieres, porque es muy poquito. Eso no me llena, no me es suficiente, quiero otro tantito. No vale la pena tus distantecitas.
Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozy since I lip. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mind I ain't forget.
Thank you for watching the first episode of Heather's Hot Topics. See you soon.